Hey guys, what's up? Kraz18 here. Today we're doing another Hut Game live commentary. And as you can see by the title, I'm using my free pack team. Crazy voice crack right there. I'm using my free pack team. And free pack, I don't know. Whatever one you prefer. I'm using a free card team is the guys you get from collection packs or returning user bonus packs, basically non-tradable cards. So yeah, those are collection packs and returning user bonus packs. Quick power play to start the game. Yeah, so most of these guys are from collection packs. I don't know why Steen is face off at the center. What the fuck? Yeah, most of these guys were collection packs. I didn't get shit from my returning user bonus packs because I only had 10 of them. If you didn't know how you got them was if you had over, I think it was 500 or 300 games played, somewhere along those lines. If you had more than that, you got 10 packs. If you had more than, I think it was 200,000 pucks or 300, you got 10 packs. And if you had 1,000 guys in your collection, you also got 10 packs. So I only got 10 because I only had more than 500 games played. I didn't have any pucks or any guys in my collection once NHL 14 ended, because once it ended I just did a huge pack opening. I was like, fuck it, why not? Don't really need those packs as much as I thought I would, and plus I didn't think I'd get anything from the returning user bonus packs, which I didn't. I don't really like the idea of returning user bonus packs being non-tradable. It's stupid. I mean, what if you pull, like, say if you're a Boston fan and you pull a Subban and you really don't like Subban, so you would want to sell him. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna use him even though you hate him, or are you just gonna quick sell him? I mean, that's like 200, 300k, whatever he's going for, down the drain that you could have had. Instead, you have to use him, even if you despise him. Also, another scenario would be if you have a guy. Is that a penalty? No. If you have a pretty good team, like say everyone's worth more than, like, I don't know, like 50k or something, then you pull a guy in a pack who's worth 20k. So there's no spot for him on your team. So you just have to keep him in your collection or get rid of him because there's no spot for him on your team. You don't even get the puck, so you basically just wasted doing a collection, and you wasted like a good pull, a decent pull on someone that you can never use or sell. So yeah, like I said at the beginning, this is my free pack team. You could tell who I pulled. You could tell who I pulled from all these cards by just looking at my team. The best pulls, though, I can tell you right now, like overall wise, are Parise and Bobrovsky, both 90 overall. I think Parise goes more because Bobrovsky's a goalie, and they usually don't go for that much, unless they're like very high rated, like Price or Quick or Lundqvist. So, yeah. Besides, like, I don't even really like this team that much. The only player I really like on this team's Parise and my defenseman, because that's where more of my defenseman core comes from, and like Filppula. Then everyone else is meh, they're okay, but it's a free card team, so I mean, if I have free cards, why not use them once in a while? They're just sitting there not doing anything. So about this game that really frustrates me too is the division system, like the matchmaking system they have right now. Because if you play Hut and Versus like I do, you realize that the Hut matchmaking system is complete trash compared to the online Versus matchmaking system. The Hut matchmaking system matches you based on divisions. You play everyone between like plus or minus 3 divisions from where you are. So say if you're in Division 4, you play guys Division 1 through 7. So you could play if you're in Division 4, you play guys in Division 7. You could play guys in Division 1. And it's not even that hard to get into Division 1. Like a 500 player or like just above 500 player could make it in, because all you have to do is have one good 10-game span or one decent 10-game span, and you pass Division 2. So you could go 6-2-2, which is like basically 6-4, which isn't that good for for being considered like elite in this game, because that's what most people think Division 1 is like elite players. If you go 6-4, most elite players usually have like a win to loss ratio of like 8-1 or like 6-1 or 5-1 or something along those lines. If you go 6-4, that's a win ratio of 3-2, which is like a good NHL, like real hockey NHL win to loss ratio, and not in this game. What I think they should do is like they do in versus, like you get matched up based on your level. If you don't know, you're given like a level. You get there's like a point system, but it's like you get points depending on who you play against. So say if you're level like 20 and you play another level 20, you're gonna get good amount of points. But if you're level 20, you play a level 1, you're gonna get like no points. And if you lose to level 1, you're gonna lose a lot more points than you would against a level. A level 20, because they're your level, so you're expected to have a good game. Like maybe lose, maybe win, they don't know, because they're the same level. But if you're level 20, you play level 1, you're expected to win. That's just how it goes, so you'll lose more points. That's how it was last year. That's how the real leaderboards are, like they're the good ones. In HUT last year, and this year, it's just based off wins and how many games played you have, which is really stupid. So yeah, what I was thinking of a good idea would be for having divisions based off of is by the levels. So like Division 1 would be level from like 0 to 15 or 0 to 10 or whatever you want to do it, and then they keep on going by like increments of 10 levels or 15 or 5 or however they want to do it again. So, and then like when you get to level 1, no, not level 1, sorry, Division 1, you have players from like level 55 plus or 60 plus. So then you get matched up with the players who are your skill level, and there won't be as many like blowout games and scrub hunters, because they won't be able to scrub hunt just for wins. They'll have to actually play people their level, and it'll be a good competitive game rather than just like I said, a blowout, someone getting blown out and then someone just leaving, someone having a bad time, like a bad experience because they're playing people who are way ahead of their skill level. Like I don't like when I play people who are like 40 levels below me, because usually it's either a blowout for me, and it's not always fun playing a blow. It's more fun playing a good competitive game, and the guy who's getting blown out obviously doesn't have a good time getting blown out. I don't know who likes losing 6-0 or like 5-0 or something. So yeah, that would be a good way to do matchmaking in HUT, I would think. Make divisions level based rather than like you just getting a certain amount of points and then you moving on to division. I know that's more like NHL style, like realistically you get 2 points for a win and you have to move up in your division. That's how FIFA does it and everything, but when it comes to like competitive side or like just like having a good matchup, that's a terrible way to do it, because you could, like I said, there could be like a level 5 in Division 1, which there was last year many times, and I think I was level like 60 around, and I was playing a level 5, so that got really annoying, because it was either a blowout or somehow I lost, because there's always those games that nothing goes your way. Even the top players have them. Nothing goes your way, and it seems like people call it ice tilt, which is, I don't believe in ice tilt, but that's what people call it. Yeah, so then if I would lose that game, I'd lose like 80 points in the rankings, which is, it's not like a big deal. Rankings aren't everything, but at the same time, it's like that sucks, because you're gonna have to play, like, you get 3 points or 2 points for playing a level 5, so I'd have to play 40 more games to get back to where I was against that guy again if I'd end up losing to him. So it'd just be a more fun experience, a less frustrating experience if you played guys your same relative level. Now, it might be harder to find a game, but I would take that over having to go through everything I just said. That's why I like Versus a lot better for matchmaking and leaderboards this year, obviously, because HUT doesn't have those leaderboards. If you're just trying to... So I think that system would be better just if you're just trying to have a good time, too, because you don't want to play someone who's like 10 times better than you or 10 times worse than you. You want to have like a good game most of the time. Anyways, I know some people like scrub hunting, which I don't know why you would like doing that. That's just really boring and stupid. So yeah, they need to fix the matchmaking system a lot. And plus, I heard in ESHL the matchmaking system isn't that good either. I remember when I played last year, I didn't play too much, but I played a decent amount. I played on a Sixes club for a bit early on, and I think we were top 50 at one point. But yeah, the matchmaking system was pretty bad there too. Plus, with all the goalie backing out shenanigans and stuff, if you go up 2 goals or 3 goals and they take out their human goalie, they like tell them to back out, and then it's 6-on-5 and they don't have a human goalie, which is sometimes a advantage for the team that doesn't have one, because it's a lot harder to do. It's basically the only way to score in on computer goalies. There's like certain ways to score, like basically it's like there's glitches, people call them, but there's like high percentage shots. So it's harder to do that when you have 6 guys or 5 guys all like being humanly controlled, and they could all cover perfectly, and they all could poke check. Like the 2 guys could poke check you at once. It's impossible to like shoot the puck or try to dangle through them, or just trying to get up to your setup area because they know exactly where to go. That's why it's basically a completely different game when you have a human goalie in nets versus a computer goalie. When you have a human goalie in nets, I find people like to stick along the boards a lot more. They don't really go for in front. It's more almost. I don't find like having a human goalie makes it realistic. Some people do. I don't at all. I find it's just a different way to play. I don't find it's like realistic hockey, because basically everyone just plays along the boards completely. I know there's some board play in hockey, obviously, but they don't stick to the boards 24/7. They don't score from the boards. They don't do that stupid wraparound shit where they like fake wrap around a bunch. That's basically how. There's like 3 ways to score on human goalies. It's 4 breakaways, cross creases, and then that wraparound where you fake them around, or shots sometimes go in. So it's basic. It's I don't know. I don't mind it, but it's a different game. But I don't think they're right to say it's realistic. More realistic to play with a human goalie. At the end of the day, this is a hockey simulator game. It's not real hockey. If you wanted to play real hockey, I would just go to the pond or go play shinny or something. Like people like some other YouTubers say like they play this game to get like a hockey experience, or like they just want to play hockey. But if you really want to just go play hockey, just go outside or hit the pond, or hit the rink for shinny or something. Yeah, I like ESHL though. I'm not trying to say the game mode isn't. I like it. I probably like it just as much as it's a penalty. Probably like it just as much as HUT and versus play, which is saying a lot, because I play this a lot more than I do ASHL. It's hard to find 6 guys that always stay together, because I don't want to play 2v2 all the time. That's pretty boring. It's just basically who could manipulate the AI most of the time. Yeah, 2v2. 3v3 is not bad. I like playing 4s and plus. I don't really care, like I said before, about if there being a human goalie or not. It's really just different game styles. It's not like one's more realistic than the other. You guys probably have your own opinion on that, which is completely fine. You could think like my opinion is very wrong, or not wrong. I don't say an opinion could be wrong, but my point of view is like not what you think at all, which is totally fine. You can let me know in the comments. I'm open-minded, so I'll listen to what you say, and I'll be like, oh yeah, you're probably right, or oh, this is how I see it. Maybe you just didn't see what I was seeing, or maybe I didn't see what you're saying. Because I know ESHL players love defending ESHL like it's I don't know. They get really defensive about it, which I guess is fine. I was pissed also when it wasn't included. I thought when they first released like the rumors about it, like the cover art saying it's only for 2 players, I was skeptical. I thought, oh, okay, it's just an error and stuff. So do most people. Or about I think it was like 50-50. 50% people thought it was just they forgot to add the ESHL part, like the amount of players, like it's just 1 to 2 because of like a like a beta box cover art, if you will. But then some people are like, no, it's EA. We for sure know they're not. It's EA. Don't have the best track record, so it's possible that ESHL won't be in it. And then they revealed like 2 weeks before the game came out. I don't know why they just didn't. They don't communicate at all. They should like reveal what they should have revealed like 2 months before, like, okay, like to their customers, we might be having trouble. We might be having trouble making the deadline. We don't know if ESHL will be in the game. Like, stay tuned for more information. At least like give us a heads up. Don't like release. Don't say that 2 weeks before when people have already pre-ordered the game. And some people like myself just bought next gen console for NHL most of the part. I mean, I do have other games, but for the most part, it's just I mostly play NHL. So they should really communicate with their customers. They don't do that enough. They've started doing it this year, however, more often with the forums. They have like an EASHL committee for NHL 16. So hopefully that means it will be back in NHL 16. But I guarantee you it'll be like a dumbed down version, like what we saw from the beginning of ESHL. It won't be improved from NHL 14 or NHL 15 on last gen. There's no way. Just like Be a Pro got dumbed down. It's not even called Live the Life anymore. It's just called Be a Pro again. You can't even simulate shifts. Can't even, I don't know, there's a bunch of features that are left out. Just like GM Mode 2 took a step backwards. Basically everything took a step backwards except for, even Hut took a step backwards visually. And I think they don't have tournaments, they don't have Play a Friend. A lot of things took a step backwards. The only thing that didn't take a step backwards, probably Versus Play. The gameplay in this game's good. I'm not gonna knock that. I like the visual way they set out Versus. So Versus Play is probably the same, but I don't know how you could improve or make that worse. Really, it's just simple. Play someone online, get matched up, and play. There's nothing really to add to it. Another thing they took out was you getting coins for doing other things. Like, you don't get coins from doing moments live. You don't get coins for playing versus games like you did last year. I mean, it might not seem like a big deal, but it's still like something they had before and they took out already. And they took out shootout modes too, which a lot of people like. A lot of people like doing shootouts. I know I like doing shootouts sometimes just for fun and maybe against friends too. Just having a good shootout, just doing whatever, just screwing around, doing weird dangles or doing crazy saves. That was fun. Just a bunch of features that they left out that I think if they don't bring back all those features and then more in the next 2 years, they're going to lose a lot of their fan base, which they already have. Actually, this game sales were terrible compared to the other NHL games. I think it only sold like 300,000 copies so far, which the other games sold I think like 900 to 1 million on both consoles over the year. So they still have time, but still have Christmas. But I don't think they're going to sell 700K copies at Christmas time. So yeah, that was the Hut game live commentary. A bit of a ramble there, but we got the win. What was the score? 2-0. 24 shots to 10. Time of attack was pretty even. He had a lot of penalties though. So yeah, that was the Hut game live commentary. Subscribe for more. Do everything with NHL. Probably going to bring in some new games too soon. And like the video, please also. All right, see you guys next time. Peace.